Hello, I'm Julian Northbrook from doingenglish.com. A couple of weeks ago, a client of mine asked me a good question. Is reading non-fiction, she asked, as effective for learning English as reading fiction? This is a good question, and my answer has two parts. First part, really just to answer the question, is it depends on what you want to do. If you are trying to improve your conversational English, then in general, for the most part, reading fiction books is gonna be better than reading non-fiction books because they are richer in dialogue, that is in conversational language, whereas non-fiction books are for the most part more focused on the delivery of content held therein. You know, there are exceptions to this. I mean, for example, the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad is very rich in conversational dialogue because it's basically written as a conversation between two kids and their respective dads. That, it's a bit of an exception, but for the most part, if you're trying to improve conversational English, fiction is going to be more effective or better in that it will give you more exposure to the language that you need. This said, and now this is the second part, and I believe the more important part of my answer. If you are choosing the books that you read based on their quote-unquote effectiveness for learning English, you are probably choosing them for the wrong reason. You should be choosing books based on what you want to read, because you should be thinking of English as something that you do, not just something that you learn all the time. And if the only reason you're picking up a book to read is because you think it's a good way to learn, well, that ain't a particularly good reason for reading that book. Improving in a language, English included of course, really just requires a pretty simple two-step process. Learn, do, learn, do. Both of these steps are essential, and they should be kept separate and they should be kept distinct. You need a period of time every day when you are going to sit down and study the language. You are aiming to improve your English, but all study all the time is not good either. When you are doing English, you really just need to learn to let go and just do stuff in English like you would in your native language. Now, yes, there is an optimal balance for these two stages, the learning and the doing. And if you want to learn all about that, head over to doingenglish.com/free training, all one word. There'll be a link somewhere in the description. And check out my free training. In it, I teach you the 5 key changes that my best clients make to their English learning routines to improve fast. And as a part of that, you're going to learn about something which I call the 2-track approach, which is this optimal balance of learning and doing of language. Head over there, doingenglish.com/free training. I'll see you on the other side, and it is time, my friends, for me to toddle off home. Bye-bye.